What is going on, guys? So welcome back to the YouTube. It's been a while since I've said that. A lot has happened, just all around life, fitness, everything. If you guys want to see all kind of the life update, if you're a returning subscriber of mine, head to the Instagram. I'll put it right here for you. You can kind of see what I've been up to. But for this specific video, we are going to explain a little bit more about what HQ Getaways is, why I started it, and I'm going to react to one of my good friend Kay, her YouTube video that documented the entire trip, which was also edited by both of our good friends, Dima. So yeah, 29-minute video. We're going to react to it. Full transparency, I didn't document any YouTube videos or any of that stuff during this trip. There was a lot of people on this trip that I've never met before, friends of friends. Obviously, I knew a couple people going into the trip. So instead of focusing on my own content when I knew content was going to be filmed, that was the whole purpose of the trip, which again, I'll explain in a little bit. I just wanted to fully indulge in the experience, make new connections with these people that I can now call friends, and just fully enjoy what Costa Rica had to offer. So we're going to react to her video. It pretty much documents everything. I'll give a little bit more context, a little bit more from my POV, and then that's it. So let's get started. So love you to death, Kay, but I'm skipping some of your more focused stuff and just kind of documenting the more travel stuff. So what you guys are seeing right now is obviously we're preparing for the flight. So a lot of us flew out of different areas. I flew out of New York. Dima, Patty flew out of Houston. We had a couple people flying out of Cleveland, Canada, and then obviously Kay is from Miami, and that's where we met a couple other people there. Flew out of Miami straight to Costa Rica. So we all kind of arrived in our own designated states / countries, and we met in Costa Rica, and then that's where the kind of fun started. Costa Rica, we flew into Liberia, so it's a much smaller airport, so it was very, very easy to find each other, get our bags, and just kind of meet up. We hung around the airport for like 3 hours. I'm trying to wait for the last batch of flights to arrive so we could all go together. Our Airbnb, which was by Lake Arenal, I'll give you guys a little bit of a map context to where we actually stayed, just in case you guys want to stay there. I also have all the information down for Colton's Airbnb, if you guys like to stay there as well. But I'm just going to pause this right now real quick. It was an hour and a half drive from the Liberia airport, so we wanted to make sure we were all together, and then we just drove straight there as one big group. We kind of got settled into the Airbnb. We went out to eat, and that was pretty much the first night. We went to a place called Moya's Place. Very good food. We were all super hungry at that point anyway, so I think anything we ate would have been good, but it genuinely was very good. We all had a bunch of different meals and stuff like that. We had a couple mixed drinks, and we just kind of got to know each other. So right now, you guys are watching kind of Kay just explain the video a little bit more. We're about to go head out to ATVing. As you're watching right now too, we kind of got into a little bit of a pit stop. At the time we thought they were lemurs. They were not lemurs. I found that out via Snapchat when I posted saying they were lemurs, and I got a bunch of people telling me they are not lemurs. They're codices, but still super cute animal. I bopped one of them, which I don't know if I was supposed to do or not. Apparently, when I looked it up on Google, they're not an issue. Like, they don't carry any diseases or anything, but they have sharp claws and they have sharp teeth. So I could have gotten my face kind of clawed off. So I guess I'm lucky, but they seem very friendly. At the end of the day, they're still wild animals, so don't get too close like I did, but it was still fun in the moment. So yeah, but that was a nice little pit stop. And then once we got to the area where we were going to ATV, that's when the fun started. We just kind of ATV around the volcano, around the rainforest a little bit. We made a couple pit stops. There was like a lake, yeah. There was like a lake inside, and then there's little different, like nice little hot spots. And from there, we just kind of explored everything that Costa Rica has. This was my first attempt at using the Insta360, which was insane. Tell you guys a little bit about the bloopers at the end. But really, really cool camera. It's pretty much more of I wouldn't say an up-to-date GoPro, but it's like a really cool version, a cool different type that does like a 360 camera. So like when I was riding the ATVs, you could see me riding it while also seeing what's in front of me right away, and then the sides, and then what's above me, and it was super, super cool. So you're looking at some B-roll from the ATV experience. Obviously, you know, it's literally one day in and we're all super close. We're making jokes, we're having fun, just messing around and stuff like that. So and here's a really funny part. So as you guys can hear better than me, so it doesn't echo like crazy, but Kay just saying the most random stuff ever. Back in our Tulum trip, she said something extremely funny, which you guys will see some B-roll for in about a couple seconds. But
gotta jizz it up.
What does that not look like?
What did she say?
Shrimp.
There's no way.
That was an unfortunate choice of words. Isn't that what people say? Isn't that what the term is? Like,
No.
jazz it up.
Yes.
Just one last. Yeah, it's just so out of context and just like so random that it's just so funny in the moment. It's just nice that, you know, this whole trip's not super serious. We're having fun. We're cracking jokes with each other. We're all super close already. And it's literally been 24, not even 24 hours. And we've been together as a group of 10.
We've been hiking for about 10 hours now. No food, no water. We're surviving though. Just kidding. It's been 10 minutes, guys.
We did that. We really hiked up a volcano.
Now what you guys are watching is a little bit of the restaurant that we went to. So as we were driving by, we were driving on the main road for a little bit towards the end. We were driving on the main road for a little bit. So we saw a bunch of different restaurants. Again, we were pretty much having breakfast and then that's it throughout the whole trip. This was obviously day one, but the theme kind of continued. We would have a pretty decent meal first and then we wouldn't have any food until dinner time. So this was the first time we experienced that. So we were all super hungry. I'm gonna be honest, the restaurant wasn't the greatest, but we were all super hungry, so anything tasted good at that point. And then we went on with our day back to the Airbnb.
We were out there. There's so, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a whole day. I think that's what they were talking about when they were up there. Like, I think they were deciding whether or not to take us like up the mountain.
Did we go up the mountain?
Yeah, because we left and then we went out, and I think they were just
We were a fun group, and then it started pouring rain.
Yeah.
We were at the volcano. That was nice. Some fresh air or fresh water, whatever. So we're all so freaking hungry because I've eaten nothing. I had a few bites of eggs, and pretty much we're all in the same boat. Like, we just didn't eat today. So we found this cute little restaurant. We're the only ones here. We're kind of out here, so
Except the whole menu's in Spanish.
It says it in English.
There's an English like picture.
Lucky I know.
I'm gonna get pasta again.
Can I help you with something?
How was it?
It was okay.
Just okay.
Yeah.
How was your meal?
I know. I said it was.
I'll be honest. It wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
But yesterday was fine. But this was giving Chef Boyardee. I think that's what it was. If I'm being
It's giving microwave.
But hey, I was so hungry I would have eaten Vanessa. Not like that.
Like that.
Yeah, like, you know where to find that.
I mean, like that.
I got my fix, so good for now. How was your meal?
Good.
Good, yeah.
I don't like mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
You want my mushrooms?
No,
We have two trays of it in the fridge.
Mushrooms?
Yeah.
That's so
I
random.
didn't know how to cook them this morning, so I didn't cook them.
I just cut them and then just put them on a pan. I'm wifey.
We did 670, 200 square feet.
Hit the subscribe button because soon I'm gonna take Noelle and Vanessa to the gym, and maybe even Olivia. Just watch her forget my name.
Noelle and play it back.
I'm gonna take Noelle and Vanessa.
Noelle and who?
Remember the reversing? It's like, yeah, I'll take him to the gym. I'll show him what it's all about. How to get this cake.
Grow our glutes with K.
Is that the title of next video?
I feel sticky.
Yeah. My clothes in the house, because it's so hot, I'm like, it's very humid. Like when you like touch your clothes, you know what I'm saying? You guys don't know what I'm saying?
No.
No one knows what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, guys know what I'm saying?
All right, so obviously after dinner ended, day 2, that was pretty much it. I think we hung around, we played some drinking games, just some more kind of like group building stuff, like just low key staying at the Airbnb. Like this Airbnb was beautiful. Huge shout out to Colton for hooking us up and letting us stay here for free. So if you guys are ever in the Lake Arenal area, it's about an hour and a half away from Liberia Airport, and I think it was like 3 hours away from San Jose. So we would recommend going to Liberia. But the Airbnb was absolutely beautiful views like you're seeing right now, and the hospitality was absolutely phenomenal. So he truly made the experience a lot better, just all around. Good vibes. He was bringing us to all the local spots, and he just made sure we had the greatest time ever outside of this Airbnb, not just during the time we were at the Airbnb. So obviously you guys are listening to a little bit more of what Kay is having to say here about their view. So a little bit breakdown. There was there was more villas, but we didn't have access to it. We were only in 3 of the villas on his property. The big villa that you guys just saw from the drone, that was where the guy stayed. That was me, Dima, and Brett. And then literally like a 2-second walking distance to like the right, there's another villa, which is where Chantel, Patty, and Kendra stayed. And then down the hill, so they had to go up and down this little hill. You'll probably see it throughout the B-roll. And if you guys want to watch this unedited review reacting video from me, you can head to Kay's channel. I put the link down there as well, and just watch the full video in its entirety without me. But the hike definitely was pretty tedious. We did it once and then we never did it again. At least the guys did. So the girls always came to us. But yeah, the bottom villa was Noelle, Olivia, Vanessa, and Kay. Now we're starting off at, again, a little bit more B-roll from Kay. It's her birthday, so we're celebrating her birthday. I guess this seems to be a little bit of our friend group tradition. First, it was my birthday in Miami. We celebrated together. Now we're in Costa Rica celebrating hers. And then Dima's going to be, I guess, next wherever we decide to go when it's his birthday. So we are heading to a beautiful yacht. And I say yacht generally, more general than specific, because we were supposed to get one yacht and it wasn't going to be available. I explained who I was, not throwing the Instagram following. I was just saying, like, I own this business, I'm trying to grow it, we can get you guys some content, we have a bunch of influencers with us. And one thing led to another. We went from a normal yacht, and it was a yacht, to a 105-foot yacht with 3 levels, a hot tub on the top. We were jumping off the side of it. Like, it was massive for the 10 of us. And fun fact, the guy who owns the yacht was saying how he actually just rented it out to Mark Zuckerberg, the guy from Meta, because his yacht was too big and it couldn't go through the shallow areas of the water, of the ocean. So that was pretty cool that somebody like him was renting the yacht out right after us, and it was a crazy experience. It didn't cost us anything more. It was a nice little upsell, since we were already renting out a yacht and that was the only one available at the time. So it all worked out super, super well. We got breakfast really quick. I am the clumsiest person alive, and I spilled a drink. Well, not a drink, my drink. So I pretty much had a starfruit smoothie, half of it, and then I knocked it over. And then later in the video, you'll see what else I've either tripped over, broke, or I'm a mess when I travel sometimes. But a lot of just different moments of us connecting, just joking around, shit like that. And then once we get to the yacht, it's a full-blown experience. Like, we were all jumping off the sides. I did a flip. Dima was doing flips. Kay was jumping off the side. All the girls were. We were doing dives. We were having the most fun. And it was literally just 10 of us on a yacht that probably could have fit maybe 150. So imagine how much extra room there was. And like, we had a private bartender, snacks, food. We had whatever we kind of wanted there. And it was truly amazing. And it was such a cool experience with everybody. We all were vibing out, having fun. Like, it was just an overall really good time. And like, we can literally come back to Costa Rica and do all this stuff again and we'd still have fun, because there's still so much different things that we didn't do amongst those like little things that we already did, if that makes sense.
Okay, how are you feeling? Are you definitely not only alcohol?
Only alcohol. I'm a huge drinker. I love to get drunk.
You're 1/4 of the way to 100, okay? You're
Yeah,
an 1/8 of the way to 200.
I feel like I feel like you're really close to me.
It's
right
not.
now. Oh.
It's wide.
Oh.
What words of wisdom, what is like one life lesson you want to tell the world right now?
One life lesson? Apparently they don't want to know. It's not that deep. It's not that fucking serious. Nothing is that serious. It really isn't. Like, your life is however you want to live it. You make your own definition of what this experience should be. We're spiritual beings living a human experience.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
however you want to fucking experience this like 80 years that we have. That's what I'm not. Did you see the lizard? 2 of them?
All right, guys. So I'm back. I wanted you guys to enjoy a little bit more of just the personalities amongst all of us together and just us just having fun. Like I said, like these trips are all about fun, networking, creating content with each other, creating content for our own pages, our brand deals, the whole nine. Like it's a creator trip. And we're having fun, we're drinking, we're going on crazy excursions, we're getting out of our comfort zone, we're taking some risks, we're doing things that we've never done before, traveling to different countries, just having fun. Not every trip needs to be all business, and not every trip needs to be going out until 3 a.m., blacking out and drinking with bottle service. Like there's just so much more to life, and there's things that you can do. You can balance everything out and still have a great time, and that's exactly what we did.
But I have a very important question for you. This is the question of all questions. I know it's going to be a little bit hard, but out of all your birthdays, I want you to rank this top where, like 1, 2, 3,
I was already saying this is by far my best birthday that I've ever had. Like, how could I have a better birthday with all my favorite people? Yeah, literally. I'm like traveling in Costa Rica. And like, honestly, the best part, which is what I love about vlogging, and I said this in so many of my vlogs, is the fact that we have this for me to look back at the rest of my life. Like, there's so many core moments today, I feel.
Oh, I'm not recording shit. You gotta start that again.
Don't play with me. It's gonna be really fun to look back at this day. Who's calling me? Excuse me. Let me take this. I think I might call. Hello? Hello.
Happy birthday!
It doesn't show up as It doesn't show up for some reason.
She's like, hang on, I'm getting a call.
So here's the very moment where I told you that my clumsiness got the best of me again. Me and Dima were cheersing our wine glasses. It wasn't hard at all. Like, we didn't like smash it. Like, there was no malicious intent with like the cling, but I guess the way I was holding it, I just like closed my hand and it shattered in my hand. Like, it shattered into everybody's glasses. Like, it shattered into Noelle was next to me. It was in her plate. It was in Dima's glass, and then it made it all the way to Vanessa's plate, which was like 2 more people down.
I'm good.
Wait, it shattered your hand?
Yeah, I literally went like that.
Are you okay? Does it hurt?
No, I get a new plate. Ryan.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I come with.
Should I get a new plate?
It was a disaster. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. I had like a small cut in my hand, but it was just, it's a typical Ryan thing to do on a trip. Like, knocking shit over, glasses breaking. Like, it's just so funny in the moment, but it's just like, it's also kind of funny that I'm a klutz sometimes. So obviously, like every good birthday, you need birthday cake. We wished Kay happy birthday, and it got a little emotional, which is super nice to see that shit like this means so much to her and all of us. Like, we really got super close. All of us, all 10 of us got super close on this trip. Some memories we'll remember for the rest of our life, and it was just awesome. So it was a nice moment to be a part of. Obviously, Kay and Dima specifically, they were there for my birthday when I went to Miami. So it was only right to give Kay the same experience, if not better, that they were around for me for my birthday, for hers. So yeah, if you guys want to wish a happy birthday to Kay, in the comments, definitely do it. We all would appreciate that. I know she would. So next day, this is where shit gets really interesting, because even me, and like, I planned a lot of the excursions with Colton, at least for the most part logistically. Like, we all decided what excursions we wanted to do, but I thought this was going to be more of like a scenic kind of hike. Okay, you get your feet a little bit wet, you're going through a rainforest, but like, there's designated paths and stuff like that. You see the waterfall, you take your little influencer pictures, and that's it. That was the complete opposite of what this one was. We went, I mean, I'm a klutz anyway, but like, I went head deep into the water. We were swimming with ropes. We were walking on rocks that every 5 seconds I was slipping and tripping. We were going under waterfalls, hiking up like cliffs and going through a cave. Like, it was crazy. It was like, everybody had an amazing experience, but some of us were definitely very scared in the beginning. And I don't blame them, because we did not expect anything that we actually did to happen. But we all had a great time. Some of us, I mean, I'll do anything when it comes to adventure stuff, but some of them, went against their fears and jumped off some of the cliffs, and jumped off the rocks into the water, and went, through water, through like tighter caves. So we were super proud of each other. Again, we're all kind of influencers. We have this social media presence, but it was really nice to kind of go out of our comfort zone and do something cool like this that we all didn't really have phones. We got some like little footage, of this is where I have to own up to a little blooper of mine again. But it was kind of nice because like Dima just had his GoPro, and then we had a couple of, like, one phone in like a waterproof bag, and like all of us didn't have phones. I thought I had an Insta360 filming the whole time, but apparently I accidentally changed the setting when I put on the waterproof case, and I turned it into time-lapse mode. So every time I was filming in like time-lapse setting, which if you know what time-lapse is, it's basically taking a shit ton of pictures.
We have no idea what we're walking into right now, but I'm ready for it. Are you guys excited, or how are we feeling?
I'm terrified.
The weather?
I'm excited. I think the other 9 out of 10 people are.
I'm scared.
I'm excited. I'm not scared.
Just stay in your lane. We're good. For those who can't swim.
I'm missing my water. It's bright.
Everybody signed the liability form. I'm not obligated. So I'm gonna actually have to like help them.
I took my super special mushrooms again today.
You actually?
Because he told me.
She wanted me to do half, and I was like, I can't.
Wait, should we break out the gummies?
That was all my idea. The gummies.
The gummies.
God no. Please no. God,
Please
no.
don't be
I-
under
where-
the influence.
where
if
do I
you're
get
trying
them?
To save us all.
Between me and you guys, I don't know if it's just because like I'm on shrooms, I'm vibing. I'm not scared at all, and everyone's bugging. Maybe I'm about to, be humbled very quickly. Maybe like this. I'm gonna be fighting for my life out here. But I'm going into it with a positive mindset. I think we're gonna be totally fine. This thing's gonna keep me safe. Stand by, I guess, but I think we'll be fine.
If this is your last day, final words.
Subscribe.
Final words if we don't make it out of here alive.
I'll be fine. Okay. Step I'm worried about. Step I'm worried about. We're about to find out if they're really fitness influencers or not.
I never claimed to be. I never claimed to be. Don't ever say that. And he's like, I never claimed to be a fighter.
I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
No. I'm terrified. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna fucking ready.
10 minutes later, guys, I'm gonna die.
I'm not worried about like the hike. I'm worried about like the swimming. The swimming. Like against the current. Or if you just fail. Wait, I have a good question. Is this like a hike where you can fall off the edge and die?
Yes.
Okay, no, I'm afraid of heights.
No,
No, it's not.
No one knows. No one knows. None of us have been on.
We're all gaslighting you.
There's always a small chance of you dying.
Probably
Everywhere.
like 10-year-olds.
There's a chance of you dying on the way here in the car.
Stay alive. Any final words? Ryan.
It is my last day alive. What are my final thoughts?
Yeah.
That I love my dad a lot. That's it.
Move really fast so that it shows like the sequence of events and how short
They don't know
the
me,
segment
son.
is. So for a 3-hour hike, I basically got 12 seconds of usable footage. So I'll pop it up here, overlay it to show you guys, and obviously it's not going to take long to show you. So it was unfortunate, but again, it was such a good time that, to be honest, it was a memory that like all 10 of us will remember for the rest of our lives, and like we don't need to like overly post it on social media. Like it was that fun. So that's pretty much what you guys are about to watch, and I'll let you guys enjoy it normally. Again, some great B-roll, and then I'll see you guys in a few minutes towards the end. All right, guys. So I'm gonna pause K right here. So like she said, we just got to dinner. This is the second to last night. We ended up going to, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Tinajas restaurant in Arenal. I'll pop up their Instagram right here. They are phenomenal hosts. I reached out to them on Instagram, just letting them know that we were coming, and they took care of us beyond anything we could have imagined. We were having a great time. We were having drinks. Their margaritas were phenomenal. They had some great pizza. The view was lived up to the hype. It was even better than the photos that we saw, and they were just phenomenal people. Highly recommend if you're in this area or staying at Colton's Airbnb, you have to go try this restaurant out. Just people alone, they deserve the business, but the view and the food was also up to par. So it's just a great time, and they're great people. It was a great scenery, everything. You'll see a little bit of spotlight with some spotlight with some of the food that we had, but yeah, we went there for that night, the second to last night, for dinner, and then they gave us such a great experience that we ended up going there again for Dima to film the drone with the actual sun setting. Like, we caught the very end of it, but like now we're gonna have him actually watch the sun set with the drone. So we had some drinks, and then we went to another restaurant towards the end of the night, and then we kind of called it right there. That was kind of the last night. We all had to pack. We had to leave super early, so we all kind of went back. We packed. We tried to have a movie night. We were all kind of exhausted, and then at that point, it turned into it didn't turn into anything. Actually, we just all went to sleep. We woke up. We went to a really nice pancake spot for breakfast, and yeah, that was the end of the trip. Like, the trip just flew by super quickly. We didn't miss a beat. We weren't late to anything. We didn't miss anything because we were late, or we didn't really like miss out on experiences. There was one thing we didn't do that we said we were going to do, which was like the Baldy hot springs, but after ATV we were just so shot. Food was more of a priority, and again, like, we did something eventful every single day on top of good food and good vibes. So it's like, the fact that there's still more stuff to do, we have a great relationship with Colton now. We're going to continue supporting him. We definitely are going to come back, and when we come back, we can do literally each day again something that we didn't do and still have just as much of a good time. So I'm going to let the rest of the video roll out. For the most part, I'm just going to explain a bunch of the stuff that I just explained. However, I do want to give another massive shout out to Colton. Like, this wouldn't have been possible without him. His hospitality, again, was phenomenal, making sure we were good. Just like any Airbnb host, you had all of that stuff, all the essentials, but he went above and beyond. He made sure we were good. He drove us at times where we never agreed on. He joined us for some of the excursions. So it was an all-around great experience with him, his Airbnb, and just the location itself. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to end it just yet. I do want to explain what HQ Getaways really is about, where we're going to be traveling next, and what to expect, and then I'll end this video right there. So, HQ Getaways. As you guys have known, or as you guys have seen, if you look at some of my older videos, there are a lot of videos of me traveling, me doing expos, basically everything around traveling. Obviously, I'm in the fitness industry, and I'm an athlete manager who manages over 150 plus of some of the top fitness creators, either with the brand I'm currently with, or I have at previous brands, and or with the brand, but at a previous moment in time. And I love to travel, and it's something that I always love to do, and I figured a way to kind of combine it all together. And sometimes I would travel to an expo and have a great time there in that state, like Vegas, for example, like the Olympia. Like, I would travel there, or Dubai, for an expo, and like, I live life to the fullest while I'm there for however many days I am, have fun, have good food, try to experience the area a little bit as much as I can outside of the work, and then that was it. But I love those moments so much that I figured a way to kind of create it all together, bring some of my closest friends who are also in the industry, like Dima and Kay, and then we brought some of our friends who are also influencers, maybe not in the fitness scene, but influencers, and just have a all-around great experience. Like the fact that we went into this trip with 10 people, and I'd say maybe 50% in every direction was the most people knew. It gave us a room to meet new people, have a good time with new people, introduce ourselves, connect, network. A lot of us have brand deals, so we were able to kind of talk about the brand deals and share them with each other and share contacts and just grow. Like, sometimes it's not a matter of how many followers you have, it's who you know and who you connect with, being a good person, showing your personality. That makes all of us want to work together more often, connect more often, and refer each other to these other brand deals. So that's what HQ Getaways is about. It's more than just traveling to a tropical destination and posting really flashy pictures on Instagram, which I know for a fact is running through people's minds when they see some of the spots we're at and stuff like that. Like, it's all about networking and being in the moment, taking risks, getting out of your comfort zone. Like I said earlier, like, there was a couple girls that were scared going into some of these excursions for whatever the reason was, heights, didn't know how to swim, but they overcame their fears and they took a risk because they knew at worst, we were all there to support them. We were all there. If they were really scared, we would be there to kind of save them. But like, we just all lived in the moment, and we had such a great time in the moment. Like that hike, we didn't have our phones at all. We were there, present. We were having fun, laughing, you know, not worrying about getting the perfect angle for Instagram and stuff like that. Like there will be moments like that on these trips. However, there will also be moments where we're just having a blast. Like one person, Dima, most likely is going to be that person who's going to be documenting everything with us for a camera, and everybody else is just enjoying the experience. Like I've always gone to some of these things and I take some really shitty pictures, and like I'll force a post out just to say that I went there, but in reality, like I'm living the moment and I'm enjoying everything to the fullest without worrying about, will this look good on Instagram? It'll make it there because I want to showcase the experience that we just had with the people that we just had. But sometimes I'd rather have the high quality experience in real life than just have the high quality experience to show on Instagram. That's a little bit also kind of me being corny in a way, and like kind of showcasing like HQ Getaway stands for high quality getaways. Like we're going to go to high quality destinations, Jamaica, Tulum. Obviously, we just went to Costa Rica, St. Lucia, Colombia. We're working on a couple other different locations all around the world, but we're trying to create these tropical locations that sparks interest. And then once you get there, we do some things that some people have never done before with people they've never met before. And then we all lead these trips closer than ever. And we create this new little friendship, and these people who are in the same industry, we're all influencers, we're all going to connect in some way, somehow again. And there's no better way to do it than starting it on a trip like this. So I don't want to talk too much. This is already a lengthy video. So thank you so much if you made it this far. I'm super stoked to be back on YouTube, and hopefully I will be documenting from my perspective these trips moving forward. And yeah, if you guys like this, give us a thumbs up. If you've made it this far, comment Costa Rica on the video, and I will pick one random person to send a free Alpha Lion pre-workout tub to of your choosing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.